Hi, today I'm going to share with you something that I've done in my own class where I used Google Spreadsheet in my students' activities. Okay, so how did I do it? Alright, first of all, the reason that I use Google Spreadsheet is because I want to see all groups' responses in one place. Okay, I know there are other online platforms that can do that, but I want to create my own activity, and I want to create spaces where they can actually post pictures or photos that they have taken. So I find playing around with the spreadsheet, the Google Spreadsheet, gives me and allows me to do just that. Okay, so this is an example. Okay, here's an example of today's activity in my class. And as you can see down here, we have the tabs. Okay, the LO is the learning objective. So I state the learning objective as the beginning of the activity in the spreadsheet. And then we have group 1, okay, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. So after starting with the lesson or learning objectives, then each group will go into their own group and they have the same activity where they need to complete each activity in 5 minutes. So this activity is on questioning techniques because I want them to achieve the LO where they can identify the first LO here, where they can identify the different types of questions used in everyday life, including in lessons and at home. So the first activity will do just that, second and third activity as well. So for each group, they have 5 minutes to complete, and these activities are really simple activities. So they will actually write their responses here in these boxes. Okay, and then they go on, and then for after each activity, I will pause to go through what they have answered and why did they choose those type of questions to be under home or work or school for activity 2. So eventually they will get to activity 5, where they need to identify the type of questions that they have been looking at in this activity, because I gave them strips of paper where there are questions, 20 questions. So these 20 questions can be grouped into 2, one with one answer and the other one is more than one answer. So they have to Google what type of question that gives them one answer and what type of question that will give them more than one answer. So they came up with the answers here: closed questions and also open-ended question. So what I do is that I will check everyone's answer by going through each one of them. So this way, actually, I can see all groups' responses, and I can see here that for group 5, they gave the wrong answers here for each one of this. So this activity actually continues to the next part, where they will need to take a photo of Bloom's revised taxonomy, and they need to label and describe and then take the photo. So as you can see in this photo, that they wrote it on the whiteboard and then they labeled it, and I will go through with them the 6 levels, the cognitive levels in Bloom's taxonomy, and so on. And after that, what they will do is to design a lesson where they will use Bloom's taxonomy and the questions that they have just learned here, the type, and create questions. So as you can see here, okay, open link. So this is an example of what they have done in today's lesson. For remembering, okay, what kind of questions that they can ask. So this is after we have discussed, and this is what they had rectified, I hope. Okay, so remembering what are the 3 parts of the plant, and understanding what are the functions of the 3 parts of the plants, applying what would happen if one of the parts is not working, analyzing what are the differences between a healthy plant and a wilting plant, evaluating what are the similarities of a water plant, lotus, a desert plant, cactus, and a common plant such as sunflower, and creating. So they have expanded on the creating. Can you complete the test below in groups of 4 and present your project next week? So criteria will be 3 models of different water, desert, and common plants, and so on. So they have to think of questions that they are going to use in a lesson. So they have to imagine. So since my course is on the art and science of teaching, so they have to imagine that they are teachers and that they are actually going to ask these questions in their own class. Okay, so basically that is how I use the Google Spreadsheet, where I found that, you know, it's really time saver, and I can check on everybody's work at the same time. Okay, that's all from me today. I'll share you another activity that I've done using the Google Spreadsheet at another time. Okay.